too much. We had some big eco wins as well that really flipped the scales, especially in that first half for O Plano. They had a great T side, which is always like the most shocking thing because on Mirage, on Train, on Vertigo as well, man, they have excellent T sides. So it just makes me think more about Nuke and the way this series started because I can't justify it. I can't make sense of it, but I won't have to because Train done, Nuke over, Dust 2 right in our crosshair.
Cancel. Oh wait, hang on, no wait, it's back. Not cancelled. Sorry. Live. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Now, Harry, were you? I feel like I've left an impression on you. It looked like you were feeling a bit inspired in your style choices. Now.
Yeah. Well, so I realized the potential. Just I put it on underneath the hat, and then you brought up the hats and how you took yours off, and I thought, well, this is too good of an opportunity to miss. And so I felt, you know, we could look very, very similar. I noticed you looking at me, you looking at me, and me looking at you made me laugh. Now that from Big Zera, that's crisp. That's crisp with a capital C. I did have to quickly think whether it was a K or a C.
English, whew, that's a whole different kettle of
4:30 in
fish.
the morning, and I've forgotten how to spell crisp.
It's C-H-I-P, but a bit of a retake here. Ooh, quick headshots from every single member of the band. It's just Henny, and he's not along for the world either.
So look, I really obviously have to get this hat fact in, guys, because I'm worried about it falling by the wayside.
Can't let it go. Can't let it go.
And obviously, you know, it's a Brazilian derby. We all know, you know, how important hats are in Brazil.
Don't need to talk about it. It's pretty old.
Yeah. So, look, this is my favorite. This is my personal favorite, and I know Harry's going to like this, right? There was a guy called John Hetherington, and he wore, like, the first top hat in 1797, and people were scared of it. And he got arrested. They thought his head or something like went up all the way to the top or whatever. And this is true. He got arrested for scaring people and causing a public disturbance. And he had to go to court and paid a not insignificant fine back then of £50 sterling.
For having a top
grand.
Yeah. Because it scared people, you see, mate.
What
like,
would they have done?
Hell, his head.
What would they have done if his head did go up that far and he was a conehead?
In 1797, mate, they would have thrown him in the circus along with the Elephant Man and everyone else, wouldn't he? I mean, like, let's be real, it wasn't the kindest of times, so it would have been come and see the Incredible Conehead. But fortunately for John Hetherington, that's not what happened. He did just get a £50 fine.
Oh no, it's falling apart. The swing from Goose. It seems like this Goose might just be plucked. 3 players falter. Bomb's going down. PKL and Hardzao going to try and work their way back in, but that flash finds no one. And me still unable to line the kill, but he did do good damage. Still no one's looking terribly healthy at the moment. PKL will get an upgrade. That's confirmation for you. The Famas, terrible. Galil, substantially better. And the nade! A touchdown! There we go. Lucas, now in the clutch. 1v2. He's got the bomb to play off of. He's got the time, and they don't have kit, so they need to get on this now. They have no idea where he's at. No, they certainly have that confirmation. But Lucas, good for the spray. Round claimed, forced by one by O Plano.
And like John Hetherington in 1797, paiN are a little bit, I don't even know where I'm going with this.
Out of cash.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. I've been fined, but that's not how the game works. So just
fined for losing.
That isn't a feature in the game. Like,
your helmets are too tall. We're gonna take 1,000 from each of you.
Whatever.
Oh, double scout tag from Henny. Hits them both where it hurts. Oh, safe's dead. He doesn't know Leo's crossed, although he's not peeking off of these shots. It's a free kill. Leo wants it. Big's on the flank, and they've just walked away. Now, I say that KNG is re-aggroing, so at worst, it's info. At best, it's a kill for Big Zera, trying to grab the gun. Lucas doesn't want to let it happen, runs through the smoke, and look at Lucas is feeling it right now after that great performance on Train. At a second round clutch, he's just running through smokes. He's taking down paiN players, 2 of them left.
Think he heard my joke about his name. Just decided to prove me wrong.
He's only got 1 kill. Oh, well, oops.
Cast the curse, of course.
Get him. Get him. And he's got.
The other day I got a little bit bored, so I looked up what the biggest sword in the world is, and I've just re-googled it here.
How big?
How big do you think the biggest sword
Too big for one man to hold, right?
Oh, you would be right in that assumption. Do you want it in feet or meters?
Feeters. No, meat.
Okay, I'll give it to you in meters.
Right.
It's 15 meters long.
Yeah.
Or 48 feet.
What do you do? Catapult it into enemy lines?
And it was made in 2011.
Ah, that's why. So it's a prop.
It wasn't a prop, it was real.
Yeah, but they're not using it, right?
Yeah, basically, they're waiting for the day somebody strong enough can wield it. And then that person will be made God Emperor of planet Earth. In a nod to Arthurian legend, they have decided that, yes, actually, the dispensing of swords is a good way to run a system of government.
They have decided that. The same people who have determined that once every 20 years a historical event just so happens this time around to be the Arthurian sword in stone, method of crowning.
Map 6, it had to come out,
Crowning now.
It was inevitable. Heading on down to Crown Town. It's O Plano looking to take a seat in the throne, running out middle and fighting through the smokes. It's an opener from KNG. Make that 2. Double trouble. paiN locked inside of the B site. And even though this was a mid to B, you killed 2 A players, mate. Why go B? There's a 3rd. You know where they are right now. They're trapped. And so KNG will stay here to pad his stats and kill those rotators. You'd hope the bomb goes up cat. Leo's cleared so much. Shame.
Yeah.
No, it's pronounced paiN, actually, Hugo. Nice try, though. I could see the confusion. The logo does kind of have a certain shh sound to it, doesn't it?
Shut up, Paddy!
I know Plano coming on hot, hot, hot. Also, if you're listening and you know of any bigger swords, tweet at hot_bid with pictures of those swords, and he will verify their size and compare them to the current Guinness Book of World Records holder of 15 meters.
And now, it's important to clarify that for once, Richard is not speaking in metaphor. Only send actual swords, nothing else that could be referred to as a sword.
Oh, you've made it sensual and strange.
Yeah, that's not where I was going.
No way. I was like, yes, because obviously there are a variety of weapons that look like swords, but aren't swords. But yeah,
put your weapon away, Mike.
Indeed.
Cast this round.
But it is his constitutional right to always get to bear arms, right? So
true.
In a sense,
I'm a fan of Grizzly. I don't know about you guys for my bear arms.
I get that because
man's got bare legs, not bare arms.
Well, O Plano have got bare rounds on the board, haven't they? They've got 5.
In it,
fam. Nice.
Sick blood.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's meant to be bad. Yeah.
Kind of like dated British slang, like where people were really chavvy in like the year 2000, where even the nicest dressed people looked gross. I love that, man.
Are you
it's
dizzy?
So hideous.
What are you talking about?
Just like the way that. Oh, that's nice.
Well, Arzel's dizzy.
Yep, he does have an ear imbalance after that one.
He's going round the bends and look, PK out.
It's a dry harvest
No,
now.
this can't be a reoccurring thing.
Oh, it will be. The fast mid to be safe is on his own.
Yeah, but
I don't know why they went long anyway.
Oh, maybe you do. Maybe you do want to run into him.
If you hit shots like that for VSM, you do. He just pops up, takes a little peek on his pogo stick, and boom, dead. Down for the count. I mean, this round should be over. Sorry, what was that?
I know what you said. Retake is on. Henny. There it is now. Retake might be off, mate. Henny's just cancelled it. 2 kills, 3 in the round, and 6 on the board. Uh-oh. Great flash as well. Oh, okay. Gets the shot off.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Man, if Henny committed T-Spawn, he might have been able to trade, but too far.
I wonder what the biggest penis is in the world.
I believe it belongs to Van Pater. If you've ever been abused on Twitter, yep, people in the chat will certainly understand that reference, I'm sure. Whatever you do, Harry, do not Google that, please.
What?
Don't even repeat it.
Yeah. A very popular Brazilian footballer did a photo shoot where he just was in his birthday suit.
Oh yes, no, I have, and I do know what this is now.
Yeah, and what
How
some
could I
fans,
ever forget?
Yeah, and what some fans like to do if they think that someone is doing something that, you know, they don't like, they send you a Van Pater. Is what you get. I have seen that picture so many times.
Just burned into your memory.
Honestly, like when I go to sleep at night, Van Pater. Not literally. I mean, you know,
yeah. No, I mean it would be. Yeah, no, that's pretty sick, Richard, man. That's pretty sick. I love that you've been
We're really
spam with
milking
that
the
a
last
lot.
dregs here. It's like, yeah, it's all right. It's pushing on 5 a.m. It's the longest day we've had since the opening day. And yeah,
Still, mate, that opening day when it's like 7:30.
What a precedent, right? Yeah.
From that day on, no matter what time we finish, everyone's so happy. Here we go.
it's true.
Hearts
Forged
out.
in fires.
Oh, dies on the swing. This is brutal.
Oh.
This is brutal. Oh, Plano.
KNG
Man.
still in spawn.
The thing that is so impressive is that every single series, like, with Nuke always appearing and them always losing it, it's like they're already, every series they're in is essentially like you have to win both. You gotta win like back-to-back maps or else you're done. And they always seem to manage to do it. The Witch, the Ear.
I mean,
technique.
I don't even know what you talk about during this timeout as well, right? This is Dust 2. This is the
Have you got any
map.
hat facts, Rich?
Oh, God. Nearly forgot about hat facts as a concept. Yeah, so the process of making felt, you used to have to use mercury in that, which of course is toxic. It's a dangerous substance. And
Tastes
prolonged
great, though.
exposure can give you, you know, like all sorts of cognitive impairments.
The ones Harris has.
And that's where the phrase mad as a hatter comes from.
Oh, that's cool. Wow, I didn't know that.
There you go.
I thought it was more like an Alice in Wonderland kind of.
Yeah, it's actually
Yeah,
not
but that's
from
the
that.
reason
That's
he
based
was
on-
a
yeah.
Mad Hatter, right?
Yeah, no, I just thought that was the
Yeah, you
source.
see. There you go.
Ah, cool. Wow.
Matters where
I've learned a lot today, guys. I want to throw that out there. I don't know how much I'll
Hat facts
retain.
has been really a real like learning cultural experience. I
Yeah,
think.
because every country wears hats.
Yeah, and
But it's
obviously in
specifically
Brazil
apparent to
especially.
like this series, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we all know Brazil hats hand in hand, hat in head even. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I mean, just think of some of the legends of the game. Like, look, you've got the Beanie Brothers right here in Henny and Lucas.
Yeah, KNG's wearing a little.
KNG's got a cap.
number.
He's always
Yeah.
got a cap. Taco, he wears a hat.
Yeah.
There's a strong. I'm looking at the chat in the past. Strong uptake for Van Pater. There are lots of fans of the Brazilian footballer in the chat. Lots of fans. Yep, he was. He was a character, wasn't he? He was a character.
They know. They should know. Now they mollied. They spammed. Did they hit a dink? No. I thought they would. Maybe the fire hit the sound. Lucas walks to his death. And same story for Leo. It's only Henny's orb. He's got money for it. I mean, he can just lob out the map. Yeah, that works too. They've already got a double orb though, so you're not exactly feeding them orbs. Not every team is like you. Not every team will triple orb. 20 seconds though, gotta go.
Do you support a football team in Brazil, Harry?
I don't really know much about football. The only reason I know this guy that you're talking to me about is not because of his skill with a football.
Yes.
However, I do know him
For his lovely smile.
For his big rippling smile. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, yeah. No, his smile, yeah. Teeth, great teeth.
Great teeth.
Yeah.
It's fun. My Brazilian team is Corinthians. I support. That's my Brazilian team. And Van Pater actually played for them. So I was well aware of him before.
Beforehand, you were like an OG, yeah. Before you saw that,
and much like,
did you bump into him in the elevator?
I was just going to say, much like. Can you imagine what it's like? You know, everywhere I've gone in my life, there's just naked men just turn up. It's really strange. Like, you know, it's like you support a football team, and one of the legendary players from that team is a naked photo shoot. You go to an esports event, that happens. You know.
Oh, Rich, you know, there's a saying, and it's if everywhere you go you smell shit, maybe you should check the bottom of your shoes.
Yeah, Reddit's law, yeah. Yeah. I always do enjoy it when the geniuses on Reddit type that one, because it's like, listen, for example, right, imagine, let's just say, for example, that you went to a number of places, all of which had shit on the floor when you arrived. How would it... Oh, must have been you. Well, no. It's like I've just had the misfortune to go to a number of places where the people who own these buildings, like, aren't cleaning it up. So how does that phrase even make sense? Another the stupid things people say. What if you just get really unlucky? And you're like, right, well, surely I'm not gonna walk into a room full of shit smell again. Oh no, I am. There it is.
They keep blaming me for it.
Yeah, and everyone's going, sir, it's fine for you got here. Like, no, you're lying. You are literally lying.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't buy that phrase for a second. Like,
well, O Plano getting hyped right now, and can you blame them? Really?
Yeah, I mean,
every room they walk into
smells of flowers.
Bodies. Yeah.
Smells like winning, man.
Yeah, smells of victory right now. Also, do want to just add someone in the chat typed hats in Brazil are not that common.
He knows nothing.
Excuse me, sir, what do you know about your own nation? So while this is coming in, we another hat fact specifically for Gabriel in the chat. Let's see. Oh God. The first magician. This is rubbish. Actually, that's not even really a fact. It's more of a rabbit fact. Actually, we'll move on with that one. It's not rabbit facts, is it? There you go. There's a law in Kentucky that forbids a man to buy a 10-gallon hat unless his wife is present.
What's a 10-gallon hat?
It's a big Stetsons, big cowboy hat.
That literally holds 10 gallons of liquid.
That one really scared the people back in 1990, man. They were shitting.
If they'd have seen a 10-gallon hat back then.
Man. No way his head fits in that. That's crazy.
If I had to guess, it's because they're expensive. And someone got upset with their wife. Or someone's wife got upset with them. Went through it for a very specific lobbying campaign to prevent their hat collection.
Oh, and that's the round, by the way, if you were watching. Run it back. Another hat fact, please.
Oh, yeah. Hat facts coming thick and fast in the later rounds here.
Oh, fuck all of you, man. You're all clowns, bro. Oh.
This day has been the most wild of all.
I think if we've learned anything today, Mike, I love having you here, and I think we need to have you here more, but we also need to have Robin here as well to keep everything in check.
There has to be a grown-up in the room.
Yeah. Because without him, it's all just gone to shit. Like, from the first map of the day to now, it's been a journey.
This is the strongly worded email, I think. Like, guys, we love what you do, but is there any chance you could just take it down to a 7? And to which I would reply, what scale is this?
It's that paiN scale, you know? It's that paiN scale.
Yeah, what? You don't even know what my 10 is, right? We have got a timeout here. Hang on, Hugo. I'm going to have to cut you off there, as is tradition. Oh, God. I'm really struggling for that fight, guys. They're not that interesting. Oh God. Oh, there you go. No, that's crap. Oh, whatever. I'll just say it. Did you know in 19th century baseball, the umpires used to wear top hats to signify their position in the game?
Yeah, you can't miss it. All right. Nice and tall.
How tall is a top hat on average?
As tall as you want it, baby.
Ooh. I'm gonna, because I always imagined it being like 3 meters high, but I think that's
Have you never seen a top hat in person?
I haven't actually seen a top hat in real life. For all I know, they aren't real.
Come on down to the Byron Palatial Estate, Harry. I'll show you.
Byron Palatial Estate.
Yes, we've got a few of them. I'll ask Jeeves to fetch a couple. Leo, quick kill up onto the A side, and he's grabbed an AWP as well. Oh no, Neck is there to stop it. Don't know why I'm doing this accent, but 3 on 3, and might finally be paiN getting it back on the board. They're up a man. Neckers is still here. The cross smokes are in. Neckers is over the top, but to very little value. He even drops in. As the smokes fade, he might be able to kill Henny on the cross. Henny needs to go, mate. You have the bomb. You need to get that along before the smokes fade. And I'm getting worried that he won't. Does he have the timer in his head? No. He's just going to decide to wait. And now this round just got a whole lot harder, unnecessarily so. They're even being flanked. Neckers is no longer on the bomb site. Hearts out on the flank. And I wonder how that transpired for O Plano. Maybe a miscom of sorts, right? Not knowing that Henny had the bomb. But weird one. 3 on 1.
It's not going to be around for long. It did feel like they were waiting for some sort of a peek to come through from Lucas, expecting some sort of a kill to trigger Henny across, but as you said, they just lost complete track of that smoke, if that's what they were waiting for. Crossing out in the open, not an appetizing prospect, and the fling from Hardzao was just the finishing blow. You know, I feel we could get more multicultural with our hot facts.
Yeah, they have been a bit American focused, haven't they, the last few? You are right.
It is the NA RMR, though.
Yeah,
but you know, we're doing this as a celebration of Brazilian CS, so it does feel a little bit you know, we're going to work on that. We'll tighten it up.
Yeah, you are right.
I think.
Brazil hat facts, maybe?
Yeah, I'm checking if that is a website. No.
I saw a guy had a little bit of a throwback wearing the Nongla, the conical hat that you see a lot in Southeast Asia. There's a guy just wearing it in my neighborhood in Philadelphia, and that was surprising.
It's not really a hat, but I want one of those plague masks, you know, the plague doctors used to wear.
If it covers your head, it's a hat.
Yeah,
right?
like the whole thing. I want to wear that on flights and just look like really, really foreboding. Like, just this guy sat in like a full plague doctor outfit just on the plane with you. Of course, I'm in first class, so I'm not. No one would even see me. I have my own room. It's pretty sick. And, you know, I'm just young, fresh, new generation, you know, creating style and whatnot. Here we are, little mid-play. Big Zera with the opener. Maybe a bit more for Big Zera. Big Zera. Hardzao. And now just Henny, all alone. 8 seconds. He doesn't even have time as a friend. Even that's running away from him.
Now, not often I direct my attention to the Twitch chat. There has been a comment that's being shared. It says, it ties in with feedback about commentary. If you not, lol, gonna talk about the game, lol, please mute yourself, lol, NA casters, lol. Now, I don't have a problem with any of that. But then it's this bit. Spam this, lol. And unfortunately, I do need to remind everybody, this isn't a democracy. All the spam in the world will not remove me, Harry, Hugo, and Mike.
Also, it feels a bit backwards, right? If you don't like that we're not talking about the game, you can mute us. Doesn't it go both ways?
This sounds like the kind of complaint I would be directing to hot_bid on Twitter. Perhaps just send him that.
There are proper channels.
Nice mow down on B, though.
Or do we
look at these shots?
Do we take this opportunity to do right by the people?
Yeah.
Mute up. Watch the game.
Get
ready to come back in a bit.
You know what? Mute up. Pour a rum. Put my paper on my second monitor. And just enjoy the view.
We'll see you for the interview, guys. Spam this, lol. We'll see you after the break.
We're about to complete a Brazilian derby, a country known for its hats. But there is only one hat that matters, and it is the crown that will go to the victor.
Oh, you've already managed to break me coming out of the break. All right, into the pistol round. Let's see if I can get my mind back on track. See if we can get this cast back on track. A little bit of fight towards the pit. Henny is here, isolated, no support from any of his comrades. Leo's trying to come in to offer a fight towards range, but they're going to drop on in and eliminate. Ground taken. There is a fast flank up towards long, though. KNG will try and keep them contained in towards the longhouse, and it looks like Safe is going to come back and fight him, but it won't come up well for KNG. Now they can bail. Now they've got the player in pit. They've got the control. They can go for the rotation, go towards the tunnels. They can go for this fight on site. And PKL may be fighting a bit aggressively with the players on the platform. But for the time being, at least, paiN of the run of the place. There is a play in towards the lower tunnels. Luke is trying to do something here. But he's going to have to give up the ground in the upper tunnels to do so. And look who's coming to town. Nekius, knocking on the door.
Oh, there it is. Leo. Good, dependable Leo. And now Neck is... After getting that kill, the alarm bells are ringing for O Plano, going or whatever. Whatever. You know, like that was kind of air raidy. But the point is, you know, BSM holding on to the B site. Now he sees them in mid. He knows the world is their oyster, and oh shucks, they're leaving this B site up onto catwalk, going around him.
In shame, mate. Oh, I can't allow
and
that.
well,
I don't know. I thought that one was a pearl.
And now VSM.
I hope he clutches it now just to ruin, because this commentary will be the worst on a clutch ever.
Oh no, BSM, please have some mercy. Oh, come on. Thank you, Hardzao.
And here we go. The paiN comeback. Has it begun?
paiN.
paiN? Is this it? paiN?
Spain without the S.
That's where I live, man.
paiN. You live in pain.
Yeah.
En la ciudad. That's in the city, in Spanish.
Donde está
La biblioteca.
Right. We've seen a lot of force buy wins in this series, so rounds like these can often be flip-flopped back and forth, however heavier long for O Plano and no T's there. It's a default for paiN in the first round, or the second round of the half, first gun round. Otherwise known as a gun buy, for those uninitiated.
Gun by.
Gun buy.
There's actually an area in Vietnam called Phu Bai.
Is there?
There was, according to a video game I played once.
Yeah, they would never lie to you, man.
Video games are all true.
Yeah.
They're just alternate realities. Which is why I can't wait for Uncle Richard's cuckolding adventure. We're dropping on DS soon, actually. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's a sad game in a lot of ways.
It's a platformer. You have to make it on different decks of your yacht, fighting off Hugo as he comes through portals.
Just me and Keira Knightley having a great time.
Hubei is a landlocked province in China.
Oh,
nice, Harry. Got that wrong. Close enough, though. B split, one man to deal with it. KNG not smoked, doesn't matter. They're going to headshot him nonetheless. The B play comes in. Leo is forced into the tunnel. Unfortunate stuff. A very annoying round to run up against a force there as well. O Plano just have to sit back on their laurels. Got dished out. Nothing but silence for a good minute until they explode in B. And now not even getting away with the saves.
Gun found? Maybe?
You a fan of John Cena, Harry?
Answer the damn question, Harry.
I'm a big
Nice guy.
JC fan.
Nice guy.
You know him?
Not personally.
I was asking Richard.
Oh.
Oh, and
You know him?
yeah. I used to do a lot of reporting on wrestling before esports. And, you know, he's one of the good ones. Everyone says that.
Wow. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
About the, you working on wrestling, not that John Cena's a good guy. But yeah. I can believe it. I've heard
You guys
good
like this whole time I thought John Cena was a brick.
No, dude.
No,
I've heard nice
No,
stories.
man, he seems like a sound
Make-A-Wish
dude.
stuff.
And actually, I tell you what, he's someone who's actually been able to kind of get an alright little acting career going on the side of all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's actually
all right
pretty decent at it.
All right is a descriptive term, isn't it?
He's doing okay.
He's
doing all right.
Look,
he's got natural charisma, hasn't he?
come back to me when he's gotten a part on Sex Drive. He's doing all right for now, though.
They might bring it back as a vehicle for him, you know.
Tonight on Sex Drive. You can just imagine it.
Doesn't
It's
even
so
sound
good.
like that, but yeah, Sex Drive would be good. That's actually we should film a pilot, I think.
This is your next career.
Yeah,
After Mind Cop,
out
of
of
course.
esports.
Mind Cop, obviously. We'll get that
Netflix
picture.
are turning anything into TV shows
bet we
right
could
now.
pick
I
some,
think we could go there with like a real flimsy plot.
You might not be able to get Netflix, but you could probably get one of them like Freeform. Everyone's got a streaming service now. They all need
Disney
content.
Plus.
That Disney really seems like the brand for sex.
Yeah, Disney releasing Sex Drive on the.
Walt Disney, apparently he wasn't the nicest of guys.
No.
You know, so.
No, he wasn't. But this is around for paiN, up onto 9, and they're loving it right now.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, they ain't loving that. It's a very happy meal down here in Pit.
And it might come with a toy if he can get this kill, because he'll be able to
Oh,
go up and secure a gun. It might just even blow into the pit.
It's
Let's
the big
see.
Mackle.
Yeah, there it
is. And he's hungry. Oh, dear.
Oh.
Can't take that home.
He's been McDonald'd out of the round.
It's an eat-in, not a drive-through. Leaves his rubbish in the restaurant. 9-9. paiN. Back in with 3 to start their T side. Is this going to be paiN's map? We'll have to see. I don't know where I was going with that.
You're so good at this.
Double orb.
Ooh, that's a nice peek. Both got a shot off, both missed. So a space taken at the very least. That's going to push Henny back towards the site. That's a little bit of a peek here from KNG out on catwalk. So both the ops are here towards A. Oh, they're going to go for the boost, but they don't realize Big is here. Coming into the angle. This could be really bad. This could be really bad. He finds the first, the second as well. Big Uzera, that's the entire A side of the map. There's no one else here to deny. He doesn't know it yet. It's been taking long. You're going to realize this quickly, especially with the push through mid. That should prompt him forward. That should coax him into the angle. And at this point, O Plano, if they could get one of these ops back, that would be a miracle. Because this is looking dire.
Oh,
or they don't have enough
a little
smokes.
run boost. Okay, but the run boost is big. It gets the bomb over. It gets the bomb into the site. And so now, 3-on-3 for O Plano. From the short side. We need these two to find something. They've got a little smoky wokey to try and give them some room. But look at this wrap round from, I don't know who it is, but someone's rapping.
Better wrap
Neck
fast.
is, here it is. He's got to be
Better
quick.
wrap fast.
Quick
Go.
rapper, quick rapper. The modern day Eminem they call him. But the bomb isn't planted for
Nope.
sure. It's a disaster.
All right, so let's talk about that. They had-
Okay, yeah, bit of
Two
an error
ops.
on Neckers' part. It was all screwed because they didn't have enough smokes for the cross, so they run boost the guy into the site. You understand that no one else is able to cross long at that point. You don't have the smokes to get over in the first place. You don't want to double chance it by running back. So the two guys get set up in the site that were in the site to hold off the short play. That's fine. Neck is over at long. He goes to wrap long, and I can understand the thought process behind it, right? Like to help your teammates out in the site, but it just plainly wasn't fast enough. And with the bomb not planted for short, that was always doomed if you lost those site players. And I think Neckers knew that as well. That is really quite rough. He was already long. He was already in pit, posted to play around the bomb. It's just a situation where it felt like he kind of planned for things to go right for the most part. The fact that both players die in sequence in the site that's it, man. Neckers knew at that point, like, they would really have to drop the ball on the O Plano side to have that round, not go their way.
It also feels like they wind up in a situation where both the ops are on the site, and the guy left in pit has a Galil, which is
and that's as a consequence of having a, like in that moment, you had like, I think it was like 19 seconds to get into the site. They're just freaking out, like they see, all right, we don't have enough smokes, we need to get someone over. Galil, player run boost me, that way we're not going to like lose the AWP for pit. If you die, we still have a chance to do something. But yeah, it would have been cool to have even seen Neckers throwing and all.
This is another mid to be, it looks like. They wait so long on the default before they actually push the button, and now they do it. Now they go fast. Everyone committed through those mid doors. The AWP and the bomb walking through the tunnel smoke. Now this time, they've killed the mid player, but there's 2 more in B. PKL plays another, and it's only VSM. Good for 1, and 1 is not enough in this position. It's 10 rounds for paiN, and it's the save. Whether Lucas will consider it in time or not, they've got to leave. They've got to spread back out. Hunted down, even by Neckers.
So I know you guys 5 hours ahead of me will really love this, but this is starting to feel like a game where overtime might be needed.
Yeah, I mean, possibly. They're just trading rounds right now. That being said, it's been a good T-side for paiN. We've only seen, a little bit out of O Plano. 1 gun round 1. And otherwise, it's been all paiN, baby.
Yep.
So, I don't know.
Game
We'll
is
see.
on a razor's edge. for sure. And we got another timeout coming in. This time from O Plano.
Good time for it. They don't really have a lot to work with. Just that saved AWP.
You know what I think could help cut some of the tension here?
What would that be?
A hat fact.
I've missed the window, unfortunately, it seems, and...
No, actually, I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Why don't the folks watching, who have a very good understanding of the kind of guy VSM is, let us know, what hat would you put VSM in?
Excellent.
Right? Because we've got Henny and Lucas hatted up. We've got KNG with his on.
I would like to see him in a bowler hat. I'm just putting my thought out there. Neck is good kill. A little bit of desperation in this round. Flash is over. They'll try, and they're going to keep swinging at this particular pinata, but it's not full of candy. It's full of bullets. Not so tasty. There is an AWP out. Henny's
that
got
would be an outrageous pinata, that, wouldn't it? I mean, who would do that? The psycho.
Shoots it and just ricochets everywhere.
Like a gender reveal.
He causes a small, explosion of ammunition, just firing. You know, like you ever play Far Cry 3, where you would destroy the ammo crates and they would go, and it was like a little fireworks show.
Yeah, great impression.
Yeah, I think that was pretty spot on. If you go back and listen to the sound, you'll see that.
So, here's a fun story. I don't actually know if this is going to wind up being a fun story, but I'm going to tell it. My half my family lives in South Texas. My mom's side of the family lives in South Texas, and we'd go out there at least once a year, frequently twice a year. You know, as a kid growing up. One of the great things about it.
Are you like a family of nomads?
Yes.
You're always in like different corners of the globe.
Also, careful with this one, Mike, because you are doxing yourself. If Peter Yarrow's listening, he's going to show up to your next reunion.
I'm not going to get that specific. Texas is a really big state.
Oh, Vietnam's a country.
Yeah, nowhere big enough for Yarrow, mate.
I'm pretty sure Texas is larger than Vietnam by a long shot.
You're playing with fire, mate. You're lost. Go ahead.
Yeah. But my uncle had a fire pit, right? He has a really nice fire pit now. They put the whole thing in, but it used to just be a tractor wheel, an old tractor wheel that had the grass cleared out from around it, so on and so forth. And one of the things I loved as a kid, not a little kid, but somewhere in the 12, 13 range, was throwing little firecrackers in it. Little, like, they call them black cats. They're basically it's a sheet of firecrackers. You tie them to a tree, you light it, and the whole thing goes up, right? Pop, 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 pop. But what we would do is untie them and then throw them one by one into the fire. You get a little pop, a little boom, shoot some sparks, feel good. Now, one time, a bunch of them had just fallen off of the chair that we had the black cats resting on, and I was picking them out of the brush. I was standing, they're all over the ground, and I'm picking them up, and a spark flies out of the flames, and just all of them go up around me. And I'm just standing there frozen, squatting, picking up these fireworks as just tiny little explosions flit all around me and just send shards into me. Didn't actually hurt me at all, but I was terrified for about 15 seconds.
For a minute there, I thought it was going to end with like, and I'm now covered in burns or something like really horrible at the end. I was just like, oh. I'm glad it had a happy ending, Mike. I was getting a bit worried there. I even typed "uh-oh" in the production chat.
I see that. Yeah,
I was worried. I thought it was going to be like some sad story.
It also just occurred to me that we're safe. As safe as also in the server. We're past midnight and they haven't shut off my internet yet, so it seems like we're good.
Told you.
Just a few minutes delayed then. I'll get to it. Chop, chop.
Stories without terrible endings are now banned, according to Hotbid.
That's hot underscore bid. And he has spoken. See, your feedback does make a difference. If only you would tweet at him.
It's
you
another
could
mid to
stop
be.
this. But you won't.
This is a cheeky, beaky mid to be, sneak in,
PKO.
Big kills, new fashion, bad esports. We all that's not the slogan. I've really butchered the old Extremum slogan, but they're not doing the mid to be anymore. They've changed their mind. They're going up the short side. Oh, yeah, this was pretty doomed. This was pretty cursed, as they say.
Yeah, mid-to-B looked like their best bet, right? Not only was there no mid player, but there were, 3 leaning A off the bat. And they've been really good at clearing out those B players.
Hugo,
fast mid-to-Bs.
Is now the time that we go over this story, because I don't know if anyone's heard this one.
Wait, I don't consent. What story? What story?
If I said ROG Masters, the legacy of Jerry and his boys, is that a good story in this environment?
No, like it's a good story, and I'm down to tell it, but I feel like not now. Well, we're 11-11. We're map 3 of the second series.
I'll say
it's a big story.
We've had a lot of feedback from the VSM hat question as well.
What do the people say? What do the people want?
Well, strong uptake, and I like this for a Fez.
Now that would be sick. If VSM showed up to their next game wearing a Fez, I would buy the O Plano t-shirt. I would buy the branded O Plano Fez. I would wear it all. So are there any more suggestions? I don't think Fez
I mean, some
beaten.
that I don't like as much. Apparently, a bowl of fruit hat.
Yeah.
I don't think of them as hats. At all, really. Is just fruit on your head. It's like, not really a hat at all. Someone has suggested a sombrero, which, I think they're on safe ground there. I can't think of anyone who's ever looked bad in a sombrero throughout history. Just as a fashion statement, I mean. Somebody, they repeated some of the things we said, a 10-gallon hat. Davy Crockett style hat was suggested as well. Hat.
What's the most amount of gallons you can fit in a hat?
How many gallons is too many gallons?
How many gallons can you lift, KNG?
I'm gonna declare Fez the winner, and
I think Fez wins.
KNG,
yes, baby.
Put
the Fez on him, man. Send them back. There it is. VSM, boy, Fez, wonder.
Yeah, I would have loved more of these fast mid-to-Bs. Instead, they're just, they're not doing what they did in these other earlier takes that worked really well, which is like, get the dribble smoke out B, get the util in the door, get 3 out mid, 2 in tunnel, put the pressure on. We're not seeing many rounds where O Plano have a mid player once they settle back into A. That's that defaulting up cap pushing them back. But when we go for these mid-to-Bs, they were really nice at the start, and now they're just, that was just 4 players walking out tunnels with no flash. Like, that's not really a split. That's just you getting split into many pieces.
Getting your wig split, mate.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm so proud as well of the BR audience for coming in with the Fez. That is such a good pick, and I would have never have thought of it. This is why we've said, like, when you need hats, these are the people to ask, man.
Yep.
That is a genuine gem. If he starts wearing a Fez, VSM is my favorite pro.
It'd be iconic. Don't see a lot of Fezes these days.
Oh, now look, pistols running amok into the rifles and into the crossfire. Henny and Lucas getting a lot of damage done. Now they lose Henny at ramp. Some players might choose to play retake head here, but Lucas isn't most players. He runs up the ramp and actually dies in kind of a blaze of glory. Doesn't matter. It should still be fine. It should still be fine. Big Zera, best Zera. Actually dead to Leo immediately. So there's the retake working wonders for O Plano, and some nice stuff out of the twins to hold on to that site.
Good eco, but oh man, O Plano, no, this is within reach. Off the first 6-7 rounds of this T side, honestly, I thought paiN were going to roll them. They won, look at the top, right? 5 out of 6, and it looked so easy. And now the mid-to-Bs are failing. The double AWP is dominating. KNG shouting. 13-11. It's all crumbling down for paiN. This is elimination on the line, folks. No second chances. This is your second chance.
I know, and think about it as well. How good paiN have looked. And this is what it's like when you get to this stage of a tournament. There's always going to be bitter disappointment. We had that earlier with Extra Salt, of course. Played so well.
Yeah. Man, if I'm honest, like, no matter what happened in any of these elimination games, you were going to be heartbroken one way or the other. Yeah. But the fact that it's about to be, potentially paiN and Extrasol, the two most promising looking teams from, the previous phases that are about to, or, for paiN at least, about to potentially be eliminated, that is unreal. That is nuts. And the fact that it's O Plano outlasting them, that's incredible for O Plano.
Just saying, as the guy who casts a lot of Premier, if I come on and the two Prem teams immediately lose and get eliminated from the tournament.
That's all your knowledge base gone.
Yeah. I mean, that's why they're not bringing me back for more.
It's a good thing
like,
this is
how long
right?
we needed him. Out of there.
So
scriptwriters.
I hearing that this player called Fallen is good with the AWP.
Oh, what?
That's all through
This
smoke.
is brutal. They just keep
get out
trying to go
mate.
back to, hitting B&A, and every single time, they don't even survive the journey to get to these bomb sites.
Yeah, they're starting the rounds with such slow defaults as well. I think the time is now to... Wait, look at the boost. Oh, it doesn't matter. I think the time is now to start running long spawns, like doing something fast, quick Xbox smoke, maybe go full simple and just run down mid with the AWP and post CT, considering how little mid control that is in the early round for O Plano. B's not working. The Catway's not working with a long split. You've got to amp up the pace. You've got to kick it up a notch, boys. Because right now, the back of the bomb sites, O Plano aren't even losing players.
Well, you have to wonder if it's going to be over for paiN. The pain will be over. The sweet release of death, in this instance, meaning being removed from the tournament, could be upon us.
Oh, now they've had enough waiting around. Worth knowing there wasn't even a long spawn. They will all be for paiN. That's just, yeah. Predetermined to lose this round even. Neck is getting pushed upper. Safe has the AWP. But from all the games we've had from Safe, this has been one of the more quiet ones. And it can't afford to be if paiN want to keep going. 4 kills away from match point here for O Plano. And you've at least got util to get you up into the A site, but getting past the smoke is the easy thing. Getting past VSM,
yeah,
that's not quite as much.
That is not what you want waiting for you.
Well, is this the end of the line? Is this when the big pain stops? Because it looks like it. VSM with the mow down. The doctor is in.
And he says, give me my fez. Give me my fez right now.
Crown him. Crown him.
I would love it. I would love it, man. VSM, what a treat that round was as well. And that's it. We've got Chief Consultant and Doctor for Flaren on the line from the Dignitas HQ, looking to put a stop to all of this pain.
Oh my god. Oh, Harry.
VSM, a man, a fez, a dream to end it all. And here he is, holding down the long side, not letting them in, not giving them room.
Of course it gets red as well. They go for the long play, the play they haven't done all half. 3 players there, aren't there? Now 5, or 4 rather. Although maybe time to give it up. The bomb's left. I heard B's looking nice this time of year.
It is. The colors are lovely. The KNGs are alone. There's potential, though Leo wants to go for this. They're going to flash one of these. Come in. They're blinded. Oh. 1 kill found. 1.5 really. This could be
I bet you
just
VSM's going to go through. He's the kind of mad lad that would. There he is, chasing them down. Woo! He's so in, man. It's so VSM. What a way to close it out. Look at it. They're so quick out of the... Oh, yes. Oh, VSM, you miraculous bastard. I love him. I love this guy. Yes, baby.
Did he have that ready
Plano.
all
He had
game?
that ready. That is how prepared they were for the victory. He had the fucking plate gag lined up. Yeah. O
We'll see you
Plano.
after a break. Welcome back. Well, if you are a fan of the plan, you are having a very good time. They are all partying. Harry, Hugo, Darth Mike, they've been with me from start to what it is now, which is the finish. And what a finish we got. Got to feel sorry for paiN, but brilliance came forth from O Plano when they needed it. And man, you can see how much it means to these guys.
Absolutely. There were these moments where it felt like paiN would be able to get back in, especially on Dust 2, the beginning of their T side. We thought they were going to be back over. It seemed like O Plano were down and out, but no. These moments of brilliance, these moments of individual flash, just incredible play. VSM's a guy we want to highlight here because he was incredible throughout the series. We saw a constant impact from VSM, and especially on Dust 2 there to close it out. He had a few really memorable plays to just leave that wonderful taste in your mouth as the map ends. Just such a game from O Plano. They definitely have earned this.
Yeah, man. Nah, dude, this was sick out of O Plano. They've gone from being a team. I mean, okay, I'm just gonna be honest. I still kind of dread casting them because of this nuke and where they stand on it. But outside of that, they are a very, very fun team. They are a very, very explosive team. The individuals are incredible here, and you cannot discredit that while nuke is terrible, all the other maps that we've seen them on have looked so damn solid, and that is something worth celebrating. I think the fact that VSM is even allowed to be here is something that's incredible. And by the way, Valve did a great thing there. They don't often do them, so shout out those guys one time. But like the fact that he's like wrecking these dudes, like paiN have had an incredible tournament, let's not forget. And there, like on the end of Dusty, he was just so comfortable. He had the damn knife and fork gag ready to go. Like he's got these out on the desk so ahead of time, knowing that he's just gonna style on them to
could
close out
also
the
have
game.
just been having a delicious meal in between maps or something. Who knows? I mean, it might have just been a spur of the moment thing.
But man, regardless,
chowing down on pain pills right now, just insane.
Yeah, O Plano looking really good, and for paiN, it is sad, it is heartbreaking, right? They've played a phenomenal game here. I think out of all the BR teams, if you want to look at like the tactics across the board, these guys are probably the most solidified in that fashion, right? I think that's fair to say. You know, you look at guys like Godsent, we had all right showings from, but they're still on the build-up. I think O Plano are still on the build-up, but that is something I actually think is worth getting excited about. I don't think we're at the full potential of this team yet. And so if they're already making runs like this happen, well, where does that ceiling lie? How good can this team get?
Yeah, and I think as well, you know, just on the paiN point before we start talking about O Plano a bit more, you know, look, I think their stock's still hugely increased. We're acting a little bit surprised to see them go out to Team Liquid they've lost to, right? Which, you know, they've already got a W against them in their not too distant past. And O Plano, who, lest we forget, you know, you've got people who are playing in a major final on this roster. So it's crazy how far they've come in a short time. And I know they're going to be disappointed, but don't be. I think they can hold their heads up very, very high indeed with what they've done. But it is O Plano that have that explosive talent. And as you can see, it will carry you far.
Yeah, they're absolute showmen, dude. They're so much fun to watch, and good timing for that clip to come up. You know, you can't not love these guys. They're so entertaining, and they've got great players on their team as well. The individuals are there. Maybe some more time, some more direction, some more work on their T side and Nuke, and this team could be insane. I remember we see them on the first day against Triumph. They're celebrating wildly after a very close win on a team that disbanded days later, and we were looking at that, and they were saying, yeah, we're here to get to the major, and we were looking at that and going, I don't know. Well, now it's looking pretty damn good, isn't it? O Plano
it is unreal, yeah.
How
they're building up and
they
stuff.
destroyed Furia in that first bout. I know they, didn't go the same way the second time around, but like the peak to this team could be scary, Richard.
Yeah, well, what isn't scary is the brilliant support we've had from the sponsor of this event, ViBet, and they want to pass that on to all of you watching. You can now register, deposit, and place your bet on a CS Summit game. If you bet $10, you get $20 free. So win or lose, they'll double your stake, and the next bet will be on them. You can click on that link to register. And remember, ViBet is a licensed esports betting platform that promotes safe and secure gambling. Be over 18, gamble responsibly, and of course, terms and conditions apply. Now, coming back into this, no terms and conditions apply to that O Plano victory. And we've got the coach from O Plano to talk to us now. My old friend, Kogu. How are you doing, Kogu? Congratulations. I know it's going to be loud where you are. I know there's going to be lots of celebrations. So, look, fantastic win for you. It wasn't as clean or as...
Eu não consigo escutar os caras aqui. Será que eles estão falando alguma coisa?
Oh, no.
Oh, have we lost him?
Oh, can he hear us? Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Normally,
Hey,
Kogu's is like
hello,
a very...
hello.
Oh,
there
I'm here
you go.
now.
I was worried, brother. We could hear everyone but you.
I'm
so
so
look,
sorry.
congratulations. Oh, don't apologize, man. Congratulations on a fantastic win. You looked really, really good over the series. Still a few issues on Nuke, though. How are you feeling as the coach in terms of your developing map pool?
Nuke has been the map that we are talking more, trying to fix more, and put all our attention. And I don't know. We did a great city side, like we started pretty well, but our T didn't go as we planned. We will review and see what we did wrong and be better next time, or who knows.
Kogu, man, last time you played paiN, you got 2-0'd. It was a very different game to the one we've seen today. What changes since that game? Is it more just today's a better day for the players, or did you do a lot of preparation and anti-stratting on your opponents? Talk to me about what changed between these two BO3s.
We did the same in the first one. Our plan was they have like ban overpass for the last 10, 11, 12 games, and we knew that, and our overpass was really good, but not our best map. But so in the last one we try to pick overpass, and this one we go for train. We know our strength, and I don't know. We have to believe in our game, in our game, and just be more prepared next time and fix all the mistakes, and don't do the same mistakes twice. Like learning with them, you know.
Yeah, Kogi, man. I know you're always one who likes to talk to the viewers, right? As usual with O Plano, you guys have had the support all damn day. We've had people loving what you guys are bringing. I think the VSM bit at the end is really going to be a treat. So do you want to say anything to the folks watching at home?
All right, can I say in Portuguese?
Of course.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
and later English. Rapaziada, mais uma vez deu nós, né? Muita mídia e muita bala, tá ligado? A gente resolve as coisas no server. A gente não falou nada antes, não causamos nada, mas a gente faz no server, tá ligado? Então, mano, tamo aí, vamos continuar lutando, tá ligado? Fazendo o nosso e, mano, sem desmerecer o de ninguém. É isso, valeu, rapaziada. Continuo contando aí com o apoio de vocês, mano. É nóis. All right.
Awesome.
And thanks,
Yep.
thanks everybody who is cheering for us. And thank you guys.
No worries. Well, look, I'll let you go and celebrate. We'll let you hang there on the. I can tell that it's already party time. You go have a good time, enjoy the victory, and hopefully we'll
party tomorrow.
I know.
Tomorrow
You always say that. Party a little bit, mate. You've earned it, right? You've got my permission. So I'll see you next time, no doubt. You take care.
All right, cool. Bye bye. See you guys.
Bye.
See you, man. It's
I love
always
it. It's chaos on the server and off the server, isn't it, with those guys? Crazy stuff. So look, we're getting to the end of the show. It's been epic. Things are going to appear on the screen now, guys, and I'll just tell you what those things are. So you can see we've had a little confirmation of events. Incredibly and sadly, Extra Salt no longer in the competition. They're out. They lost today. paiN, they also sadly lost today. They do get points. Remember, they can still, of course, go to the major. This is but one event. But yeah, they're going to be bitterly disappointed with their haul. And that does set up. I mean, wow, what a feast. Again, tell VSM about it. The buffet's open. Furia, Team Liquid, O Plano versus Extremum. I don't think O Plano have ever played Extremum. Uncharted territory. And that's going to be starting at 2:30 Pacific. So make sure you tune in for that.
This is really, really exciting. There is a very real world where O Plano could make it to this grand final, right? I can't help but start to get on side with it a little bit more, man. It feels like they're just getting better and better as time goes on. And I've really been enjoying it, Rich.
Yeah, Hugo, anything to add to that?
Well, closing thoughts. I wanted to say, rip Extra Salt, man. That was a real shame from them today. As much as I am hyped for Extremum, I really do hope Extra Salt can bounce back from what I'm sure they are disappointed in. High highs beating Liquid and then going down and losing like this, like, ouch, that has to hurt. So, best of luck to Extra Salt moving forward.
And Mike, obviously it's your last day with us, so I just wanted to say it's been wonderful working with you, and nice to meet you and make your acquaintance, even though you are some sort of baby-faced version of what I could have been had esports not happened to me. What are your final thoughts?
With that bomb dropped. I mean, about the teams, I do want to say for Extra Salt and paiN, I think that this is just a step on their ascension, right? These are two teams on the rise. You can't take this loss too hard. They've shown up well. They've earned themselves a lot of RMR points for future RMR events to try and make it to that major. And they're both teams that are getting better and better with each passing event. So expect them to be back, expect them to be in this competition, expect them to be doing well in the future as well. For my part, again, I don't think I've laughed more than I have these 2 nights that I've gotten to join the broadcast. It's been an absolute pleasure to come on. I've loved getting to work with all of you for the first time, barring that one time Harry watched me wax my legs. It has been
that was pretty great, though.
Absolute pleasure. I had a delight. I think I may have had more minutes just laughing on this broadcast than I did talking. So thanks for having me on. Loved it.
Nobody laughs better. We really appreciate it. And look, we're about to wrap up, but before we do, it's that time, guys, where I remind you about a chance, just a chance, an opportunity, if you will, to get something given to you, given by BTS and their sponsors, Vibet, right? You see that? It's a giveaway. It's a concept in business where to show you that we care and to therefore entice sort of brand loyalty and support from you, we give you something, just the opportunity. Remember, you go to that link and you have a chance to get those things on the screen, including a StatTrak AK-47 skin. I know the kids love those, from the sponsor Vibet. That contest is going to be open until May 30th, 1 minute before midnight. It turns into a pumpkin at midnight, and you can't enter it because it's a don't enter pumpkins.
It's a pumpkin.
Yeah, exactly, and not a giveaway
anymore. Don't
point.
Enter pumpkins. And I think no sounder advice has been dropped to close the show out.
Yeah.
Richard.
In fact, I might just leave it with that. That is good advice. We'll see you tomorrow for some Counter-Strike, but just let that thought sit in your brain for the rest of the time. Bye.